Let's talk to Tom Packer, fellow of the UCL Centre for US Politics, because a couple of stories to pick up on this morning. Tom, very good morning to you. We get ever closer to the 47th presidency, with much excitement, of course. Joe Biden, some people say, is kind of, clearing out the cupboard and everything, starting to throw all sorts of things at the wall, including a load of landmines into Ukraine, a load of missiles into Ukraine as well. Let's talk about Trump's pick for Attorney General, because Matt Gaetz apparently has decided that he wasn't going to wait to be told that he couldn't get the job by the Senate. He's decided to withdraw altogether. I suppose he would say he didn't want to be a distraction.
Yes, in fact, that's almost exactly what he said. He's continued great praise for Donald Trump. There's some theory that Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is term limited, so he may run for that position.
Yeah.
She's a very strong Trump loyalist. He was actually a donor before he ran for president. She's been chairing his kind of pet think tank, the American First Institute's legal team. She's former Attorney General of Florida. She'll, unless there's some big landmine comes up that explodes, she'll almost certainly get confirmed. Gaetz, there are 4 senators who are hardcore committed to not confirming him, and quite a lot more who might not confirm him. And there are only 53 Republicans. So if you lose 4 Republicans, the Democrats are united. You're not going to get your guy confirmed.
And I suppose what he's saying is that they might want to go through that process, but he thinks it would actually take too long, and it would kind of distract everybody from what was going on. We said, I think, before when we talked about this, that he might be the fall guy, and he might be the guy that Trump would sort of give up and accept that maybe he's the guy that doesn't get in or doesn't get through. But we'll see how all the others do, I suppose.
We will. I think he was the one who was most likely. RFK has also attracted a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
RFK has a background as a left-wing Democrat, which, despite the degree he's fallen out with them, might mean he gets some Democratic support to make up for Republican defector.
He's got a much bigger profile, hasn't he?
Broadly, I think that's more product last 6 months. Gaetz has a very big profile from a year ago, where he brought, a bit more than a year ago, where he brought down the Speaker of the House. But unfortunately, bringing down the Speaker of your own party.
Yeah, but that's kind of inside politics stuff, isn't it? I mean, nobody in America bothers with that, but they do know who RFK Jr. is.
I think that's probably true, but Gaetz did get a lot of attention at the time. That was one of his big problems, was so many Republicans were pissed off with him.
Yeah, indeed. Let's have a look at a Republican Representative Nancy Mace from South Carolina. This is quite interesting. Have a look.
So what is this?
This says you can't erase us, Nancy. Well, then you shouldn't try to erase women. I have to say, for any man that wants to be in a woman's restroom, bathroom, dressing room, locker room, absolutely not.
It's going to be an interesting couple of years, isn't it?
It will. Nancy Mace is particularly interesting on that, and she has a strong background as being one of the most pro-LGBT Republicans, despite being from a fairly conservative state of South Carolina, and also having been relatively anti-Trump, having helped brought down that same speaker. I have to say, at the risk of being cynical, I think the thing Nancy Mace likes more than anything else in life is attention.
Shiver me timbers, surely not.
Yeah, even by
politicians, wanting to be on television? No, I'm not.
Fair enough. I think her desire is greater than the average politician's by some way.
Yeah. Well, listen, if she's tearing down ridiculous posters, I'm all for it. Thanks very much indeed, Tom. We've got to run.